Okay, now we'll log out and come back with the screen. Guys, I expect you all are with your earphones or with your earbuds or anything like headphones because मुझे एक आपको एक song सुनाना है सबसे पहले. I want you to listen a song which I'm going to play right now in front of you. It's a very favorite song. It's from the movie Baghi 3. Guys, are you able to see the visualization first? I want you to see the visualizations and as the song progresses
Yes, sir.
ahead, जैसा जैसा bits आगे बढ़ता है वैसे वैसे visualization बढ़ना शुरू होता है. Okay, it goes like this. You can see the visualizations. Just trace the bits along with the visualizations on the screen. Kindly understand it very carefully. मैं पूरा आपको ये चीज सिखाने वाला हूँ किस तरीके से म्यूजिकल इंडस्ट्री में काम होने वाला है. I again pause my song. Now see what I'm going to do with the song. I go to the tools, I go to the effects and filter, and over there, tools, effects and filters. No worries, हम लोग फिर से सॉन्ग को प्ले करते हैं. I go to VLC media player.
और हो गई मुश्किल and you became my destiny तू ही मेरी मंजिल.
Now see carefully. I'm first playing the song. When I'm playing the song, you should focus on two things. When I'm playing a song, you should focus on two things. The first thing, the bits and the visualization which you're going to see on the screen, and just try to trace with the sound with the visualization. I stop at this moment and then I went to tools, I went to effects and filters. Over there, I'm going to equalizer. I enable the equalizer and after enabling them, I give a preset, for example, as soft rock or techno or whatever it is. I go to rock, for example, my favorite. Okay, I go to rock. And then again, like tools, effects, rock, one note.
क्या मैं तो हो गई लापता लापता
I have made you hear the song thrice. First with a normal component, second full bass, and third full treble. Can anybody give me a clarification? What is the difference between the normal sound which you heard, the sound with the full bass, and the sound with the full treble? What is the difference, sir?
So these are simply the frequencies. So in bass, low frequencies are more. In treble, the high frequencies are more. And one more case was there in which the mid frequencies are very less,
Okay.
according to me.
एक बार फिर हम लोग देख लेते जस्ट विल टेक मोर 2 minutes with us. I disable this. I want you to hear the song once again. This is like normal sound, common sound which you heard. Take this one. I disable it. Then I enable and click on full bass. The full bass को तब मैं प्ले करता हूँ तो सुनिए कैसे कैसे sound. This is with full bass. I disable the equalizer. I again make you hear the original
ऐसा
sound.
सपना दिखाया क्यों ये आंखें मेरी देखे उसी को सोचे बिना
Again stop it. Then again enable the equalizer and I click on full treble. Understand the difference, sir? The moment I click on full treble and then I again play the sound.
अपना बनाया क्यों जीना तो मरने से अब है कहीं मुश्किल खुद को जो खोया तो
Okay, now you tell me the difference between these three types of sound which you heard right now. Same song, but I played with three different kind categories with three different styles. जो भी आपको
Sir,
knowledge है.
first i- in the simple
Normal.
version,
Okay.
the voice was
Yes, yes.
more.
Okay.
In the full bass, it
Okay.
the beats were more,
Okay.
and in the
Full
full
bass.
and in the full
Treble.
treble, the voice was more.
करेक्ट अंडरस्टूड अब सुनिए ध्यान से सर क्या होने वाला है यू राइटली टोल्ड सर सॉन्ग हैज बेसिकली थ्री कंपोनेंट्स you take any song sir, could be an English song or it could be a Hollywood song, Bollywood song, Tollywood कोई भी सॉन्ग हो सॉन्ग में बेसिकली थ्री कंपोनेंट्स होता है एक होता है लो फ्रीक्वेंसी एक होता है मिड फ्रीक्वेंसी और एक होता है आपका हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी ठीक है मिड फ्रीक्वेंसी को जनरली हम लोग वोकल्स में काउंट करते हैं अगर आपको थोड़ा अगर नॉलेज होगा तो फाइन जहाँ पे आपका राहत फतेह अली खान या नेहा कक्कर या बादशाह हनी सिंह जो भी गुरु रंधावा होम तो एवर इज दे आर वोकल्स लो फ्रीक्वेंसी आर जनरली द बिट्स द बेस फाइन जो धन 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 जाओ जब सुनते हो दैट इज बेसिकली अ बेस एंड दिस इज बेसिकली द ट्रिबल दिस इज अ ट्रिबल where you see series of sound like series of this thing, a high note सर ये कहां से आया है we know very well our audio frequency ranges from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz means a human ear can hear the sound ranging from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz understood sir means I have to practically make sure that whatever sound which I'm going to hear should be in this range this is the bandwidth this is the bandwidth of my human ear which I can hear the sound okay now I have to categorize लो फ्रीक्वेंसी माइट बी इन द रेंज ऑफ 20 हर्ट्ज यहाँ पर लिखा है तो ठीक है कुछ आप उसको स्पेक्ट्रा दे दीजिएगा आप 20 हर्ट्ज तो फॉर एग्जांपल लाइक 1 किलो हर्ट्ज कुड बी अ लो फ्रीक्वेंसी करेक्ट सर ठीक है 20 के तक है ना मेरे हाथ में अभी भी दिल्ली बहुत दूर है मेरे लिए सर मैं 1 के तक मैं इसको अलोकेट कर देता हूँ और 3 के से लेके मैं 10 के तक उसको मैं यहाँ अलोकेट कर देता हूँ और बचा हुआ जो है लाइक फ्रॉम 11 के फॉर एग्जांपल up to I take like 20k or 18k. I make it as like high frequency. So now I'll be able to see. Okay, now I'll be having the low frequency like this. I'll be having mid frequency like this, and we'll be having a very high frequency like this. Very very high frequency, very high frequency. Obviously, now if I try to read this, Obviously, this is, for example, my x-axis, this is my suppose y-axis. So it will be having some kind of amplitude for this as well, some kind of amplitude for this as well. So I call this amplitude as example A1, I call the amplitude in the mid as A2, I call the amplitude in mid as A3. Fine. In case of full base, what you did, sir, you have multiplied A1 with some gain, sir. Example 10. Okay, that is the reason you were able to see the bass, the dhan wala sound at a very high note. Understood? And this was sound at the normal nominal note. Understood, sir? In case of full treble, this was as good as kept as 1. इसको आपने 1 ही रखा था यहाँ पे. This was 1 itself, and this was amplified. This was enhanced by gain of 10. Understood, sir? What is the difference between this? I hope you got some idea about it. Now, sir. अभी आप ये सुनिए. Now I'm going to play another video in front of you. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है सर. मैं धीरे धीरे चीजें की तरफ जाने वाला हूं. अभी आप इसको सुनिएगा.
This is the sound of 440 Hz. In time domain, this is what the sound wave looks like. A sinusoidal wave of frequency 440 Hz. Let us hear one more sound. This is the sound of 250. Let us hear a sound. This is the sound of 440 Hz. In time domain, this is what the sound wave looks like. A sinusoidal wave of frequency 440 Hz. Let us hear one more sound. This is the sound of 250 Hz.
I replay this. Kindly listen to it carefully.
Let us hear a sound.
Bits को पकड़ना सीखिए. If you are interested towards musical industry, if you want to know how the DJ works, so you should know this.
This is the sound of 440 Hz. In time domain, this is what the sound wave looks like. A sinusoidal wave of frequency 440 Hz. Let us hear one more sound. This is the sound of 250 Hz. It sounds very different but has almost the same characteristics except the frequency. Things get complicated when we hear both these.
यहाँ पे मैं क्या किया है? I have generated a sine wave of frequency 250 Hz, and then that sound, that frequency is made to pass via speaker. As simple as that, sir. Okay. Speaker को मैंने sine wave मैंने दे दिया है. So how the speaker will generate that sound corresponding to the frequency of sine wave given to it, that we are listening over here. Sir, सुनिए ध्यान से, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज यहाँ पर डिस्कस होने वाली है. Kindly pay attention.
This is the sound of 440 Hz. In time domain, this is what the sound wave looks like. A sinusoidal wave of frequency 440 Hz. Let us hear one more sound. This is the sound of 250 Hz. It sounds very different but has almost the same characteristics except the frequency. Things get complicated when we hear both these sounds together. It might sound similar to the previous.
Have you understood the difference, sir? Have you heard properly the sound of 440 Hz? Have you properly heard the sound of 250 Hz? And now we have heard the sound of the combination of 440 plus 250. Sir, एक बार फिर से सुनिए सर, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है.
This is what the sound. Let us hear a sound. This is the sound of 440 Hz. In time domain, this is what the sound wave looks like. A sinusoidal wave of frequency 440 Hz. Let us hear one more sound. This is the sound of 250 Hz. It sounds very different but has almost the same characteristics except the frequency. Things get complicated when we hear both these sounds together. It might sound similar to the previous ones, but if you are given a task of reproducing this sound, it would be almost impossible to do by just looking at the time domain waveform. But if we find out what frequencies are contained in this sound wave, then we can surely reproduce it. This is where the Fourier transform comes to our help. It converts the time domain signal f of t into frequency domain f of omega. Remember that it is the same signal just written in a different form, hence the name transform. We will not derive this formula here, but try to get an intuitive understanding of it. If I asked you how many $5 bills would make $15, you would divide the total 15 by 5 and get the answer as 3. Similarly, we can ask the question, how much 250 Hz sinusoidal component is contained in the signal f of t? In this case, we can do something similar. Divide f of t by e power j 2 pi 250t. Here, we
Sir, correct na sir? F of t is the function which is the combination of 250 and 440, right? And now we have to divide f of t with what, sir? E raised to j 2 pi 250t. ये कहाँ से आया sir? E, what is the power formula for omega? What is omega, sir? 2 pi f. What is f? 250. It is what? F of t divided by e raised to j 2 pi 250 into t. Now if I make that to j e raised to j 2 pi 50 to go up, क्या हो जाएगा? So what is e raised to x? 1 upon e raised to minus x. On the contrary, e raised to minus x is what? 1 upon e raised to x. Basically, what is e raised to x as for Euler representation? E raised to x, what is e raised to jx? It is cos of x plus j sin x.
We have expressed the sinusoidal 250 Hz component using the Euler's formula. We can rewrite it as f of t into e power minus j 2 pi 250t. Now we can integrate this across the time to find the contribution of 250 Hz in the entire signal f of t. In general, for a frequency omega, we can write it as this.
Okay. So now is it clear to you? I hope you got some kind of intuitions like what I'm actually trying to say. Okay. So like we have seen a 440 Hz frequency, we have seen a 250 Hz frequency, and then we have combined them in order to get a complicated waveform. Fine. And then we have tried to use a Fourier transform in order to find out in that waveform, that complicated version of that waveform, what kind of component, what kind of composite, what kind of waveforms, like individual waveforms are available in that composite waveform. I hope you got some kind of idea out of it. I mean to say, for example, suppose you come here like the way I told, like you have, for example, we are in any song, like कोई भी song अगर सुनते हो, it comprises of a bass, it comprises of a vocal, it comprises of a treble, and all these frequencies are merged. All these frequencies are like packed. All these frequencies are encapsulated, and then you hear a song as a whole. Now, my dear students, I want you to make you understand one more video. Pay attention to it. ये वीडियो अगर आप देखते हो तो यहाँ पे अगर आपने देखा होगा देयर इज अ टाइम एक्सिस, राइट? बिकॉज whatever things we have studied so far is basically on x-axis, and x-axis corresponds to time as of now, right? So this is a time axis and this is a amplitude axis. Now you can say that there is a, now you can see here, this green color waveform which you can see on the first over there is having a larger amplitude and a lesser frequency. If I move a step ahead, like if I come to red color waveform, over there you can see the amplitude has decreased a little, but the frequency has increased. If I go a step ahead of it, I come where? I come to a blue colored waveform. What does blue colored waveform indicates? Blue colored waveform is again having very smaller amplitude, but the frequency has increased a large. And now if I try to add them, like adding green color with the red color with the blue color, what I will get is this, the resultant or the complex waveform. Now, my dear students, when you add 1, 2, 3, right? When you add all these three and when you come to here, okay, you will be getting this as a result, right? Like the way you heard a song. Now the question arises, in this song or in this complicated waveform, what are the different types of components are available? Not possible, sir. You can't do it, because if you try to look here, if you try to look from this end, like viewing from time domain, you will be able to see the blue color is camouflaged on this, right? Red color. The red color is on the green color. मतलब ये ऐसे हो जाता है कि जैसे ये मेरा रेड कलर का वेवफॉर्म है, उसके ऊपर ब्लू कलर का वेवफॉर्म आके चिपक गया और उसके पीछे जो ग्रीन कलर का वेवफॉर्म है. So obviously, for example, suppose अगर मैंने ये पेन को मेरे हाथ में रखा, उसके ऊपर मैंने अगर इसको अगर मैं रख देता हूं, तो are you able to see the pen, sir? No, you won't be able to see the pen because this pen is behind this box, right? You won't be able to see it. So that is the reason I need to change my view. अगर आपको मैं ऐसे दिखाता हूं, now you able to see कि हाँ सर ये आपने यहाँ रखा है, ये आपने यहाँ रखा है. तो फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन में मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ? If I start weaving from here, sir, if we start weaving from the left part, from over here, what you can see here, now I can see this is a green color, this is a red color, and this is a blue color. Okay. And now if I try to plot a waveform over here, I can say this is F1, green color. This is F2, red color. This is F3, blue color. And these are the amplitudes which are decreasing. Okay. So this gives me a frequency spectra and this gives me a time domain spectra. I hope you understood what is the difference between a time domain and a frequency domain. सर यहाँ पे इंफॉर्मेशन मैंने चेंज नहीं किया है, यहाँ पे मैंने सॉन्ग को चेंज नहीं किया है, जो मेरा सिग्नल था, जो मेरा इंफॉर्मेशन था, जो मेरा मैसेज था, वही रखा है। मैंने एक बार मैसेज को मैंने फ्रंट व्यू से देखा तो मुझे टाइम डोमेन मिला, फिर मैं मैसेज को मैं कहां से देख रहा हूँ, मैं साइड व्यू से देख रहा हूँ, मैं तो मुझे क्या दिख रहा है, मुझे आई एम ऑब्जर्विंग द फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन। आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड व्हाई डू आई नीड अ फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन। अगर सर आप यहाँ पर आते हो, लेट मी come back to this. Now you can see here, अगर आप इसको रीड करने की कोशिश करते हैं, just try to scroll, just try to zoom in your screen, you able to see here 60 hertz. दिख रहा है सबको 60 hertz? सर यहाँ पे सबको, are you able to see 60 hertz over here? Are you able to
Yes,
see
sir.
170 hertz over here? Are you able
Yes.
to see 310 hertz over here? Are you able to see 1K, 3K, 6K, 12K, 14K, 16K? So these all are frequencies on x-axis, and all these are basically vertical lines are the amplitude, sir. Like the way I told you, I am amplifying the high frequency and I'm making them as one. Means I don't want to amplify low frequency, I don't want to amplify mid frequency, but I only want to amplify treble so that I get a high treble. अगर यहाँ पे आप देखते हो सर, देखिए the moment I keep it at the full treble, you can see that this has been amplified at a higher rate and these are very low, that they are pretty low, and these are kept like as good as one, like gain is one. यहाँ पे इसको मैं attenuate करता हूँ और इसको मैंने amplify कर दिया है. If I change it to full bass, for example, the things goes vice versa. Baby को bass पसंद है. I hope you know that song, right? तो यहाँ पे आप देखते हो कि यहाँ पे जब sound, the bass part has increased and the treble part is as good as very less. Okay, so I hope you understood what is the difference between a time domain and what is the difference between a frequency domain. Okay, we the musicians, we the DJ people, जो डिस्क जॉकी का जो काम होता है वो यही करता है वहां पे, ही प्ले विद द बिट्स, ही अंडरस्टैंड कि अभी कौन सा नोट आने वाला है, कौन से नोट पे मुझे मिक्स करना है। अगर आपको डीजे मिक्सिंग का थोड़ा आपको अगर आइडिया होगा, देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज वर्चुअल डीजे प्रो व्हिच यू कैन डाउनलोड एंड इंस्टॉल ऑन योर सिस्टम। देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज NCH वेवपैड, देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज ऑडासिटी। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सॉफ्टवेयर है जो जनरली डीजे यूज करते हैं। अगर ये डीजे की लैंग्वेज में अगर मैं बात करूं, अगर चीजें अगर डाउनलोड करते हुए अंडरस्टैंड सिग्नल सिस्टम इन मोर बेटर वे, how signals are taken into consideration and how we are mixing the song and how we are increasing the frequency, how we are decreasing the frequency। फिर वहां पे आपको ये भी समझिएगा compression क्या होता है, जो हम लोगों ने देखा था कि what is 2x, what is 0.5x, you will understand each and every bit and byte of the song till how it is being played with। I hope you understood the complete idea okay, like why do I require a time domain and why do I require a frequency domain। Now my dear students, let's try to understand this। For example, suppose if I take this, कि यहां पे अगर आप देखते हो, let's come to the topic now and then I'll start with the other part of it, कि क्या हो रहा है करके। So guys, this is what I have shared with you। अगर आपको याद होगा कि मैंने आप लोग के साथ में कुछ दो चीज शेयर किया था। फर्स्ट I shared this is what this or level 1, तो फिर मैंने आपके साथ में शेयर किया था level 2 बोलकर। Now we are starting with the topic as Laplace transformation। Okay, so why do I require Laplace transformation? We have got some idea like why I need to convert from time domain to frequency domain। सर एक काम करते हैं कि instead of understanding from the notes, because notes are already there with you, so I don't think I should write the things once again, but still जो important चीजें को लिखने की कोशिश करते हैं। सर सबसे पहले आप सब ये समझिए कि लैपलास कहाँ से आया, कि साइंटिस्ट का नाम, एक मैथमेटिशियन का नाम है, इसका नाम था पेरे सिमन लैपलास। तो ये पेरे सिमन लैपलास जो था ये 1782 का है, he is born in 1782। आई एम नॉट हियर टू टीच हिस्ट्री सर, ये इस दिखाने का एक ही रीजन है कि दिस लैपलास इज very 300 years old thing which you are studying right now। So the 300-year-old transformation जो हम लोग पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, it was given by the Simon Laplace, a mathematician, and he has given that transformation। Okay, now let's come to it। So now we have seen, like for example, suppose if I write here like f of t is equal to e raised to minus of 2t। So what is the meaning of this e raised to minus 2t? Can anybody give some idea to it? Fast। क्या मतलब होता है इसका? What is the meaning of this? Guys, please be interactive। Exactly, exponential decay means on x-axis I'll be taking what, sir? On x-axis I'm going to take what, sir? T, because it is a time domain approach। This is a time domain approach। तो t इधर भी आ गया, t यहाँ पर भी आ गया, and now I can see as you rightly told, at t equal to 0 the value will be equal to 1, and as I start progressing ahead, like t is equal to 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 5 second, 10 second, and up to infinity, this will go up to 0. Fine. So this is like t equal to infinity, and I'll be landing up with 0, and we call it exponential decay, right? Now, similarly, my dear students, if I ask you f of t is equal to sin t, what is the meaning of this, sir? Sin t, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Yes. What's the meaning of this, sir? Again, this is a time domain function. And how do you draw the signal? A sinusoidal waveform. Yes, sir. Is it correct or not? You'll be drawing a sinusoidal waveform.
Yes, sir.
So this your sine waveform looks like this, right? Obviously, the magnitude has to be 1. Everywhere the value will be equal to 1. यदि हर जगह आपका वैल्यू जो है वो 1 1 1 1 होने वाला, it will be dancing between +1 and -1. Now, my dear students, since you have studied the operations, if I ask you, sir, if for example this is f1 and this is f2, what will be the f of t? What will be the f of t if I say f of t is made up of f1 of t multiplied by, it's a multiplication sign, sir, multiplied by f2 of t? What will be the answer, sir? What will be the answer if I multiply both of them? So obviously we'll be writing like, sir, क्या कुछ भी पूछते हैं? It's very simple, sir. E raised to minus of 2t multiplied by sine of t. Okay, that is mathematically, sir. But graphically, what will be the nature of the graph, sir? How the graph will look like?
Sine
How the
wave
Decreasing sine wave.
Tidal wave with decreasing.
बात है बेटा, बहुत अच्छी बात की आपने प्रभात. I really appreciate you rightly told, sir. It will be a decreasing sine wave. How, sir? For example, suppose first of all I will be drawing what, sir? E raised to minus of 2t. Then let me draw first at e raised to minus of 2t. Again, let me draw here as well e raised to minus of 2t. I hope you're able to see the dotted lines which I'm drawing on the screen. And in that encapsulation of e raised to minus 2t, I'll be having this particular sine wave drawn like this. Fine. So साइन वेव का फ्रीक्वेंसी वही होगा जो पहले था, लेकिन एम्पलीट्यूड जो है वो कम 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 होना शुरू हो गया. सर इसका बहुत बड़ा प्यारा नाम है, इसका हम कहते हैं damped oscillations. So these oscillations are damped oscillations, sir. These oscillations are damped oscillations. These oscillations are undamped because there is no damping, sir. They are not decreasing. It is remaining stable. They are neither increasing, they are neither decreasing. I mean to say the amplitude here is constant. जहां पे आप यहां पर भी आ जाइए, sir. What is the amplitude? 1. Over here, what is the amplitude? -1. What is the amplitude? 1. What is the amplitude? -1. But यहाँ पे आपका amplitude कम होना शुरू and finally it will duplicate to 0. I will show you by means of an example. Here I am having a charger, right? ये MI का चार्जर मेरे पास में, इसको अब मैं इसको ऐसा घुमाना शुरू कर दिया. Are you able to see the oscillation, sir? Is it not performing a simple harmonic motion? Yes or no, sir? Are you able to see or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Are the oscillations decreasing? Is the magnitude constant? Is the magnitude changing or not? Is it same or not? Is the oscillations changing or is the oscillation same? Is the magnitude same or is the magnitude is changing? कम हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है कि constant है?
Constant for now.
क्या बात है, very good. So what do I call this as? Undamped oscillations. Correct or not, sir? I'll be calling this as an undamped oscillation. So now you tell me what is going to happen. अभी क्या हो रहा है? Damping. क्या बात है बेटा? Oscillations has decreased. Have you understood practically? Okay, what do I mean by undamped oscillations and what do you mean by a damped oscillation? Understood the difference, sir? Very good. Now pay attention to it. अब सच में मजा आने वाला है आपको. Now अभी आते हैं लैपलास क्या बोलता है. सर अभी आप थोड़ा टर्मिनोलॉजी पे ध्यान दीजिएगा, नोटेशन पे ध्यान दीजिए. मैंने जब f लिखा, मैंने f छोटा लिखा है ना. I have written f here small letter. I have written f as a small letter. I have written in brackets, round brackets, t, and everywhere it was t, sir. यहाँ पर भी t था, यहाँ पर भी t था, यहाँ पर भी t है, यहाँ पर भी t है, यहाँ पर भी t है, ये भी t है, ये भी t है, ये भी t. Because it is a time domain, sir. It is simple. Fine. इतना तो suspense create करो. It is a time domain. Okay. Now, my dear students, let me move further. Let me clear the window for you. Now I'm going to write here as capital F. Fine. Now it is what, sir? Capital F. capital F, bracket open, I write here S, I write here S. अब ये S कौन है, कहां से आया है, इसके बाद में हम लोग पढ़ाई करेंगे धीरे धीरे. इक्वल टू इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ f of t. ओके, समझ रहे सर, धीरे धीरे पढ़िए सर क्या चल रहा है. f of t माइनस इंफिनिटिव अप टू प्लस इंफिनिटिव e रेज टू माइनस. ओके, मैं चेंज करता हूं कलर को. यहां पे मैंने लिखा था s, दिस इज s. ओके, s माइनस s. ओके, एंड नाउ आई अगेन राइट हियर t and this integration with reference to t. Understood, sir? If you try to locate here, I have written over here what, sir? मैं इसको black color से लिख लेता हूं आपके लिए understanding के लिए. This is f of t. Have you got some idea, sir? And yes, sir, this t is basically what? This t is from minus infinity up to t is equal to plus of infinity. Have you understood what is the meaning of this? ये क्या बोलता है कि f of s is equal to f of t. How it is? I have to integrate f of t with multiplication by e raised to minus st. Fine. And this integration is with reference to time. Okay. And after integrating, you have to substitute the limits. The limits are from minus infinitive to plus infinitive. But my dear student, if you look at this figure, it could be this figure, it could be this figure, or it could be this figure. All these three figures, the red colored waveforms are actually ranging from 0 to plus infinity, 0 to plus infinity, 0 to plus infinity. मेरे कहने का मतलब ये है बच्चा, there is no waveform available in the left half. यहाँ पे कोई भी waveform available नहीं है. So over here in this case, this is a special case. Now I can change my limits from 0 to plus infinity instead of writing it minus infinity plus infinity. Understood, sir? So like we know, we have studied in the previous, like for example, I have a right-handed signal, a left-handed signal, or a both-sided signal. अगर right-handed signal जैसे अभी हम लोगों ने देखा यहाँ पे है ना, this was right-sided signal, this was a right-sided signal. So in that case, I'll be having the limits from 0 to plus infinity. If it is a left-sided signal, for example, like this is a left-sided signal, sir, then over there I'll be writing as minus infinity up to 0. And if it is both-sided signal, for example, like this one, sir, then I'll be writing here full, that is minus infinity to plus infinity. I hope you got some kind of intuitions, like when and where I'm supposed to use the limits. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Kuch bhi doubt hai, please stop me there itself. Fine. F of t, we have seen over here, not an issue. E is an exponent. E you know 2.71. T also we know it is a time domain of parameter t and reference to time. अब ये S क्या है? अभी यहाँ पर आते हैं. S is actually what? S is a complex number. S is a complex number. Okay. It's a complex variable. It's not a number, sir, because the number is a constant. Okay, like 2 is a number, is a constant. But I say S is a complex variable where S is equal to sigma plus j omega, sigma plus j omega, where obviously sigma is a real variable, sir, because अगर ये left hand side variable है तो right hand side has to be variable, sir. It is a real variable, and omega is your, sir, imaginary variable. Is it clear to you, sir, what is happening over there? Fine. This is like imaginary variable. And j is basically what? J is a imaginary operator. ये operator है, sir. जिस तरीके से आप लोगों का operator है sin, cos, है ना, उस तरीके से एक operator है. What is imaginary, sir? For example, if I write here, if I ask you x square minus 4 equal to 0. You tell me, sir, it is simple, sir. X square is equal to plus 4. And then I say x equal to under root of 4. Under root of 4 matlab kya, sir? It is under root of 2 into 2. Okay. So I can take out 2 outside. So x equal to 2. But my dear student, ये भी पॉसिबल है, 2 2 जा 4, -2 into -2 भी 4 होता है, दोनों 4 होता है, मीन्स आई कैन राइट हियर व्हाट सर, +-2, दिस इज अंडरस्टूड सर, नॉट एन इश्यू. But my dear student, now you help me out with this. Okay. For example, suppose if you have x square plus 4 equal to 0, how will you solve this? Sir, simple, sir. Why are you taking too much time, sir? X square equal to minus of 4, sir. So x equal to under root of -4. So, which is equal to under root of 4 into -1, sir, equal to under root of 4 into under root of -1. What is under root of 4, sir? अरे सर डोंट वरी सर, यहाँ पे लिखा है ना मैंने, अंडर रूट ऑफ 4 is basically what, sir? +-2. So +-2. And what is root of -1? Sir, root of -1 can't be defined because I can't define, sir. See, here also the answer is 4. Here also the answer is 4. Means if I try to break 4, I will be having either plus wala thing or फिर minus wala thing. Both are possible. I can't have plus minus or minus plus because what is square? Square is a multiplication of a number by itself. So plus gives me plus, minus also gives me plus. So I can't have minus sign. It can't be defined, sir. That is the reason I put here I. Correct? In maths, we put as I. I write here as plus or minus 2i. But my dear student, if you talk about electronics, sir, in electronics, when I talk about voltage, for voltage we write V. For current, you have what, sir? For current, you have I. Confusion, sir. Southern आ गए सर यहाँ पे. This is Southern ना? Like one person having two wives. How possible, sir? मैंने इसको I बोलूं कि इसको I बोलूं? एक काम करते हैं, sir. What is basically electronics is? If you know maths, electronics is easy for you. Look, maths is my younger brother. I am like a elder brother. तो I के बाद में J आया, इसलिए मैं यहाँ पे मैं कहता हूँ it is plus minus 2J. Understood, sir? Why I'm writing J? Why not I? You should know this. These are basics. Like, why do I write J? Why do we not write I? In maths, we write I, but in electronics, I is reserved for current. I cannot give this I ka position, this I ka notation, which is already reserved for current for in case of imaginary. And since we say this as an imaginary operator, so do you write sine as like this? Sine 30. आप ऐसे लिखते हो sin 30 को? नहीं sir. I write sin 30 like this. First, I write the name of function and then I write 30, sir. So I'm not supposed to write like this. I'm supposed to write like this. First, the name of the function J and then I pass the argument as J2. Understood, sir? How I'm supposed to write? Like the way you write sin 30, you don't write sin 30 sin, sir. You don't write 30 cos. First, you write the name of the function, then you write like 30, sin 30. So I'm going to write as J2. Is it clear to you the difference why I'm writing J2? J कहाँ से आया, क्यों use होता है ये? Okay, understood, sir? And I hope you might be aware of like a J is equal to root of -1. So obviously J square can be written as root of -1 into root of -1, which comes out to be as -1, and then you have J cube as J square into J, which can be written as -1 into J. So I say as good as minus J, and then you say J raised to 4 is as good as 1. J raised to 4 will be equal to 1 because it is what, sir? J square into J square. What is J square, sir? -1 into -1 comes out to be as +1. So you should remember this value, sir. It is very important. So J is root of -1. J square is -1. J cube is minus of J, and J raised to 4 is +1. Is it clear to you? Okay. Now you come here, sir. So यहाँ पे मैंने क्या कहा कि S is a complex variable, sigma is a real variable, J is an imaginary operator, and omega is a imaginary variable. Now, my dear students, this is what actually is. So this S has what? ये S में क्या है? ये S के अंदर आप देखते हो, this S has omega. This S has omega term in it. What is omega, sir? Omega is an imaginary variable. Yes, sir, it is an imaginary variable. Sir, what is the value of omega, sir? Omega is what, sir? Omega is 2 pi. I stop here and write here as 2 pi f. क्या बात है सर? समझा आपको? Since it is having omega is 2 pi f, means when I write this expression, don't you think after evaluating this right hand integral, after evaluating this right hand operation, I will end up with the solution involving only s terms over there. And what is s, sir? S is basically x sigma plus j omega. Omega is 2 pi f. So my entire function will be having only and only frequency terms. टाइम का वहां पे टी भी नहीं होगा, पूरे फंक्शन में आपको केवल फ्रीक्वेंसी दिखेगा. इसीलिए कहा जाता है लैप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हेल्प्स टू ट्रांसफॉर्म फ्रॉम टाइम डोमेन टू फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन. Understood the difference, sir? Why it is so? I hope you understood how and why I have got this equation and how to remember it and how to recall it when your exams turned up. Okay, it is very simple to understand. Now, my dear students, let me take an example in front of you. For example, suppose if I say e raised to minus of 2t. Now, this same example I am going to use in order to put up over here. Okay. Like for example, if I use over here, now guys, can you please repeat the formula, sir? What is the formula for Laplace transformation? Can you please say f of s equal to, anybody please continue, integration of minus infinity to plus infinity. Yes. Okay. F of p, very good, sir. E raised to minus st dt. Fantastic, sir. Very nice. जितना आप बोलोगे उतना आपको याद रहेगा. ठीक है सर. Okay. Equal to integration of minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus st, and this is dt, sir. Not an issue. But now f of t is what, sir? What is f of t in our case now? Let us take the very first example what we have seen here. So f of t is e raised to minus of 2t, which already we have seen, we have drawn, we have understood. So it is an exponential decay. Now let me put the same thing over here instead of f of t. So now instead of f of t, let me put here as e raised to minus of 2t. Okay, sir. Now can you solve this equation, sir? Can you solve this integral, sir? It is very easy to solve. So I write here as integration of minus infinity to plus infinity as it was e raised to then क्या लिखो सर यहाँ पर मैं, what should I write here? Minus of s minus of 2, fine, and then I put this thing in the bracket. So I write here what, sir? Minus of s plus 2t. चलेगा सर ऐसा लिखा तो? Is it correct or not, sir?
Yes.
Fine. Into dt. Fine. I'm just playing with the indices, chapter अपना 8th standard का maths. Indices. This is the base is same. I can play with the indices. Not an issue. Okay. So it is equal to integration of this. So now what is the integration of e raised to minus at? Because I have to integrate with reference to time. So in case of this equation, don't you think this s plus 2 is like a constant, is like a coefficient in terms of t? So I can see here what, sir? E raised to at ka integration is what? It is as good as integration of integration क्या आएगा सर यहाँ पे? at upon a. करेक्ट ना, ये आंसर आएगा ना आपका, e raised to at upon a. तो यहाँ पे मैं क्या लिखने वाला हूँ सर? अगर दिक्कत हो तो मुझे बताइए सर, if I'm doing something wrong. सर आपने गलत लिखा है यहाँ पे, let me know. e raised to minus of s plus 2 t, fine, divided by minus of s plus 2. Yes sir. Okay, and integration is completed. Now I can substitute what, sir? Now I can substitute t equal to plus infinity minus t equal to minus of infinity. अब मुझे इसको solve करना है. चलो solve करिए sir. Now since I am only interested with t, this is no more useful for me. So what I can take this as outside. यहाँ पे इसको मैं बाहर लिख लेता हूँ, माइनस ऑफ एस प्लस 2 को मैं बाहर लिख लेता हूँ ताकि अंदर का काम मैं आराम से कंप्लीट कर सकता हूँ. नाउ आई राइट हियर व्हाट, सर? e raised to minus of s plus 2, and now I put t as plus infinity and minus of e raised to minus s plus 2, and again I put what, sir? Minus of infinity, and then I put this as a bracket complete. So what will I observe now? what will be the solution? Fast.
So
बोलिए
it will
sir.
be
E raised to,
the first term will be 0.
e
Minus
raised
of
to
s,
infinity.
it will be 0.
हाँ एक काम करते, चलो बताइए मुझे आप, है ना? हाँ क्या आंसर आएगा?
So 1 minus s
माइनस,
plus 2. Yeah.
हाँ
S plus 2. So it will be
Okay.
0
ओके,
minus infinity.
एक सेकंड, हम लोगों ने एक मिस्टेक किया। क्या मिस्टेक किया मालूम है आपको? देखिए सर ध्यान से, अच्छा वो मिस्टेक हुआ, तो एक चीज हमको सीखने को मिली। सर ये जो आप देखते हो यहाँ पे, दिस इज ओनली रनिंग फ्रॉम 0 to infinity, सर। देयर इज नथिंग अवेलेबल इन द लेफ्ट हाफ, सो आई नीड टू चेंज माय लिमिट फ्रॉम minus infinity to infinity as what I'm supposed to write, sir? 0 to plus infinity. तो यहाँ पे आपका जो इंटीग्रेशन जो होगा, it won't be from minus infinity, sir. This will be from, बहुत अच्छी न्यूज है हमारे लिए कि हम लोग ने मिस्टेक किया था, कि हमको रियलाइज हुआ कि क्या मिस्टेक हो रहा है। This is supposed to start from 0, sir, not minus infinity, because there is nothing over there ना in the left half. तो वो चीज का जरूरत ही नहीं है मुझे। यहाँ पे मुझे क्या लिखना पड़ेगा सर? 0. This has to be 0. This has to be 0, sir. This term has to be 0. Very good, sir. We committed a mistake.
It will be 1 by s plus 2.
So this will be what, sir? E raised to 0 will be what, sir?
1.
1. Yes. Okay. So now what will be the answer, sir? Minus of minus of what? Plus 1. So 1 upon s plus 2. Okay. समझा आपको कैसे आएगा ये? Fine. Understood. So kindly guys, kindly make a note of this. So what we have studied over here is that over here, now we have seen that e raised to minus of 2t has transformed, Laplace transformed as 1 upon s plus 2. क्या बात है, समझा आपको सर कैसे आया ये? Is it clear to you? Okay. Now, my dear students, I want you to perform this Laplace transformation of sin t. ये आप करके दिखाइए मुझे on your own fast. What will be the answer? Perform the Laplace transformation of sin t. कैसे होगा ये? हम लोगों ने देखा यहाँ पे a was 2 for us, है ना? a was 2, e raised to minus 2t. इसको मैंने सॉल्व किया, करने का तो मुझे आंसर आया 1 upon s plus a. What is s plus a? What is a, sir? 2. a is 2, तो 1 plus s plus 2. अब मैं आपको चाहता हूं कि you want me to solve for sin of t. What will you do? How will you perform it? कैसे करोगे? चेक करिए सर, बराबर है? ऐसे ही करोगे इसको आप। What is sin of omega t? e raised to j omega t minus of minus e raised to minus j omega t upon 2j. ये कहां से आया भाई? Euler's representation. I hope you are aware with this formula, trigonometry formula. Correct? 11th में पढ़ा था हम लोगों ने ये कंपाउंड एंगल, हाफ एंगल, डबल एंगल, वहां से हमने देखा रहेगा Euler representation. I hope you are aware with it. Okay. Now,
Yes.
Laplace of sin of omega t is what? Laplace of this entire term, e raised to j omega t minus of e raised to minus j omega t upon 2j. So e raised to j omega t upon 2j minus of Laplace of e raised to minus j omega t upon 2j. And now we know very well Laplace of e raised to at is what, sir? 1 upon s minus a. Laplace of, अभी सर यहाँ पे इसको याद रखने का, ऐसा यहाँ पे मैंने क्या लिखा? e raised to minus of 2t. So what you got, sir? 1 upon s plus 2. एक वर्ड आता है अपोजिट, अपोजिट को याद रखने का, काला गोरा मोटा पतला, वैसा -2t, तो यहाँ पे आया +2t। यहाँ पे अगर होता +2t तो यहाँ पे क्या आया था सर? -2 आया होता। यहाँ पे अगर मैं कहता e raised to -5t, आप क्या कहते? 1 plus upon s plus 5। अगर मैं लिखता यहाँ पे e raised to plus 100t, आप क्या बोलते सर? 1 upon s minus 100। उल्टा बोलने का, अपोजिट बोलने का, यहाँ पे माइनस तो यहाँ पे प्लस, वहां पे प्लस तो यहाँ पे माइनस। as simple as that, sir. Okay, now my dear students, just kindly focus on this. तो यहाँ पे e raised to 80 था तो s minus a हो गया, यहाँ पे -80 है तो यहाँ पे प्लस हो जाएगा, है ना? यहाँ पे क्या है? e raised to j omega t है, यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? 1 upon s minus j omega। बिकॉज जो भी ए है वो यहाँ पे एज इट इज आता है, यहाँ पे जे ओमेगा था तो यहाँ पे जे ओमेगा आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे माइनस जे ओमेगा था तो यहाँ पे प्लस जे ओमेगा हो जाएगा। 2j को आप बाहर निकाल दीजिएगा, 1/2j अपन एस माइनस जे ओमेगा माइनस 1/2j 1 एस प्लस जे ओमेगा। Now, my dear students, 1/2j can be taken as common outside. So what you are left with, 1/2j बाहर आ गया, so s plus j omega goes in numerator, s minus j omega goes in this numerator, and then you can multiply, cross multiplication. And when you solve them, you will be ending up with this solution. समझा के नहीं सबको? Is it clear to you? This simple maths, sir, simple mathematics. This was my sin omega. फिर मैंने इसका लैप्लास निकाला, वो प्रॉपर्टी को यूज किया, अपोजिट वाली प्रॉपर्टी, ए एस माइनस ए एस प्लस ए, सॉल्व किया, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई किया, देन मुझे ये आंसर आया। अंडरस्टूड? आप कॉस के लिए भी कर सकते हो सर। कॉस के लिए क्या यूज करना पड़ेगा मुझे? यहाँ पे क्या क्या चेंज होगा? यहाँ पे आपको क्या
It will be
लिखना है?
plus करना है and 2i
only two। अच्छा, जे बोलना है, आई नहीं बोलने का। आई करंट के लिए बोला जाता है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में ना, आई फॉर करंट। तो ये सपोज टू से जे, ओके। So e raised to j omega t. So now you will end up with this answer like s upon s square plus omega square. So now my dear student, let me tell me for this. इसके लिए बोली क्या लिखूं यहाँ पर मैं? What should I write? Sin t के लिए। You want the formula, sir? Go with the formula. It is omega upon s square plus omega square. Where omega is this, sir? यहाँ पे ये आपका ओमेगा है, तो जो भी आपका ओमेगा होगा वो यहाँ पे आने वाला है, तो ओमेगा और ओमेगा स्क्वायर। अब मुझे बताइए मेरे बच्चा लोग, कितना आंसर आएगा यहाँ पे? क्या लिखूं मैं? इट इज ओमेगा अपॉन एस स्क्वायर प्लस ओमेगा स्क्वायर। तो 1 आएगा यहाँ पे, बिकॉज यहाँ पे ओमेगा इज 1, तो 1 as good as 1, ओके। तो एस स्क्वायर प्लस 1 का स्क्वायर, दिस इज व्हाट सर? 1 स्क्वायर, तो 1 स्क्वायर इज 1, ओके। सो इट इज 1, so it is as good as omega upon s square plus omega square. Correct, sir? Easy. Now, my dear student, you come over here. मजा आने वाला है सर, तबीयत खुश होने वाली है। पढ़िए सर, यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है मैंने? क्या लिखा है यहाँ पे मैंने? x square plus 4 equal to 0. Correct, sir? x square plus 4 equal to 0. If you remember over there, what I got, sir? s square plus 1 equal to 0. Correct है नहीं सर? यही मिला मुझे। क्या आंसर आएगा सर इसका? s equal to, बोलिए बोलिए फटाफट बोलिए, यूज करिए लॉजिक को यूज करो। क्या आंसर आएगा?
+-1 आयोटा।
आयोटा क्या होता है भाई? जे होता है ना?
जे ये सर।
एग्जैक्टली, प्लस माइनस जे सर। वेरी गुड सर। एस इक्वल टू प्लस और माइनस जे। क्या बात है सर, मजा आ रहा है आप लोगों को। आई रियली, वेरी सिंपल सर, बहुत सिंपल है, कुछ नहीं है इसके अंदर। ओके, सो नाउ सी, यहाँ पे आपको क्या आया? एस स्क्वायर प्लस 1, व्हाट यू कॉल हियर रूट्स क्या है आपको? You got roots as, my dear student, you got roots as s equal to plus or minus j. Okay. What is the root you got, sir? You got root as s equal to minus of 2. Simple. Now, what is the root, sir? S equal to minus 2. Now, my dear student, you come here, sir. Now you come over here. S इक्वल टू सिग्मा प्लस जे ओमेगा। सर यहाँ पे आपने बहुत प्यार से लिखा S इक्वल टू सिग्मा प्लस जे ओमेगा। सर व्हाट इज दिस सर? अरे सुनिए ना भाई, सिग्मा ए प्लस जे ओमेगा, दिस इज माय एक्स एक्सिस, ओके, and this is my y axis, sir, and both the axes are so loving each other, they are meeting at Nariman point, sir. This is my Nariman point, origin O. They are meeting together at origin O. Okay, x axis is a real axis, sir. That is the reason I call x as sigma, and y is an imaginary axis. I call this y as a j times omega. This is a axis, this is a plane which comprises of sigma and j omega. यहाँ पर बेटा भी है, यहाँ पे बेटी भी है, देख सकते हो यहाँ पर बेटा भी है, यहाँ पे बेटी भी है, तो ऑब्वियसली बाप को तो होना जरूरी है। So why don't I call this plane as an S-plane? I call this plane as an S-plane because there, what is S-plane, sir? It is comprising of real axis sigma and omega. Understood, sir? अगर नहीं समझा है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है सर, समझाने के बहुत से तरीके होते हैं। S इक्वल टू कॉस ऑफ ओमेगा प्लस जे साइन ओमेगा। सर किसकी बात कर रहे हो सर आप? अरे यूलर की बात कर रहा हूं मैंने क्या कहा? कॉस इज रियल, साइन ओमेगा इज इमेजिनरी, जे प्रिवेल एज इट इज। डोंट यू थिंक इट इज मैचिंग विद दिस सर? मैंने कहा कि x इज योर रियल एक्सिस and y is your imaginary axis sir, and j is as it was prevailing because of Euler representation. Now don't you say s is a complex variable and this comprise of a plane, and that is the reason I call this as an s plane. Is it clear to you sir? समझा आपको क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? अभी बच्चा लोग आप इधर आइए, you come to here sir, you come to here. If you see here, if I draw this plane sigma and j omega, I can see it is 1101. No need to worry, I'll end with the end section in just couple of minutes. एक important point आपको डिस्कस करना है, ये है मेरा -2 रियल एक्सिस, और यहाँ पे अगर आप आते हो, यहाँ पर भी मैंने बहुत प्यार से लिखा है J1. So this is J which indicate your J over here. यहाँ पे आने वाला है 1, यहाँ पर आएगा आपका -1. This is your +1, this is your -1. So now if I want to plot them, I will be putting here cross and I'll be putting here cross. समझा आपको कैसे होता है? सर समझिए सर, बहुत सिंपल है। यहाँ पे एक इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट आपको बताना है सर, 2 मिनट से रुकिए सर, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज आपको दिखाना है। s upon s plus 2.
Example, if I say s upon s square plus 4 for example, okay सर ये कहां से आया? ओके s upon s square plus 4 ये टर्म कहां से आया सर? ये मैंने एक ऐसी आर्बिट्री मैंने लिखा है, अगर आप इसको
भाई कॉस वाले को, तो आपको वही मिलने वाला है, s अपॉन s स्क्वायर प्लस ओमेगा स्क्वायर। कंसीडर ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू 2, s अपॉन s स्क्वायर प्लस 2 का स्क्वायर is 4. So I'll be going to write here s upon s square plus 4. Now my dear student, just help me out with this equation. If I say s equal to 0, I will get here s equal to 0. Why? Because it is in the numerator part sir. If I talk
in denominator, I write what sir? X square plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, so I can write here
डिनोमिनेटर में क्या लिखा मैंने? s square plus 4 equal to 0. So I write what sir? s equal to plus or minus of 2j. Okay, s of plus minus 2j. Now my dear student, just give me one answer. If I substitute in this equation 0, what will be the answer of my function sir? क्या आंसर आएगा? If I substitute 0 in this entire function, what will be my answer sir? 0 upon 0 plus 4, what will be the answer sir?
0.
Exactly, the answer will be 0 sir. Now if I put here 2j, what will be my answer sir? 2j divided by 2j का square. What is 2 का square? 4. What is j का square? -1. So don't you think it will become -4 plus 4? So -4 plus 4 will be 0. 2j upon 0. What will be the answer sir? 2j upon 0. Fast. इन्फिनिटी क्या बात है सर? एक रट्टा मार लेते हैं सर यहाँ पे हम लोग। मैं यहाँ पे ये बोलने की कोशिश करता हूँ कि अगर मैं न्यूमरेटर का जो रूट्स आया है वो अगर मैं सब्स्टिट्यूट करता हूँ वहां पे, तो मुझे 0 मिलने वाला है, और डिनोमिनेटर का अगर कोई रूट है, अगर वो अगर मैं सब्स्टिट्यूट करने वाला हूँ तो मुझे इन्फिनिटी मिलने वाला है। So when I substitute that root in the function which gives me 0, so I'll be plotting in the s-plane as 0, and where I get as a infinity, एक लंबा पोल बनने वाला, एक क्रॉस बनाना पड़ेगा मुझे, I put there as a cross. Understood what do you mean by 0 and what do you mean by pole? 0 मतलब वो रूट्स होता है जो आपके इक्वेशन को 0 करता है, पोल वो होता है जो आपके पूरे इक्वेशन को इंफिनिटी कर देता है। बिकॉज अगर आप नीचे जमीन पे खड़े हो, अगर पोल को देखते हो ऊपर आसमान की तरफ, डोंट यू थिंकिंग दैट पोल इज गोइंग अपवर्ड इन द टुवर्ड्स द स्काई? वी से द सेम थिंग गोइंग टू हैपन इफ आई सब्स्टिट्यूट डिनोमिनेटर एज Over here, I'll be getting answer as infinity. So zero के लिए put zero on the graph and for pole you put a cross on the graph. And that is the reason, sir, यहाँ पे आपने -2 के लिए आपने यहाँ पे क्रॉस डाल दिया और जब इसको आपने देखा तो यहाँ पे आपने इधर दो क्रॉस डाल दिया. So this is the case where you are having a damping and this is the case where you are getting the oscillations. Understood, sir, the difference between the two? Okay, I stop with my class. It's already 11:06 in the watch. I don't want to lecture further. I hope you got the complete idea what is a Laplace. I started assuming a knowledge is zero. I make you understand what is basically Laplace is all about. Why do we use Laplace? Why need to go from time domain to frequency domain? And we have seen certain examples based on Laplace. Okay, kindly go through the notes as we'll get some clarity on it. We'll understand in much more detail tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Thank you all of you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your kind listening.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, welcome. Take care, beta.
Thank
If there
you,
is
sir.
any doubt, you can stop. The others can leave. जिनको doubt है वो रुक सकता है. जिनको नहीं है, they can leave.
सर
हाँ, पूछिए बेटा.
सर आपने स्टार्टिंग में जो वीडियो दिखाया